Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Philadelphia 76ers and the Chicago Bulls. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Chamberlain is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Irving. Then it's Iverson, and it's Greer in at the 2 spot. And Rodman gets it to go.
And that mid-range spot is so sweet for him.
It's stolen by Rose. .125 left to play in the first quarter. Outside Jordan. Kicks to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Chicago working now with a new shot clock. 3-pointer. And there's Michael Jordan, the assist from Rodman. Jordan's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. Here's Iverson. Puts it up from 17. The rebound by Pippen.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Here's Iverson after Dennis Rodman's bucket there. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Yeah, 2 turnovers already in just the first few minutes. Clearly a bit careless. They need him to refocus.
The Bulls making a switch here. Butler's checked in. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Got that one up quick. Jordan's got 5 points so far.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
This is also one of those things where you start to think about how you're going to change your defense already. If at all possible, make someone else beat you.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Iverson knocks it loose. And here they come. Rodman kicks to Jordan. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Can they get it? No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Chicago Bulls ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter. So it's Chicago now. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. They've got Jimmy Butler. Armstrong is out there with Noah. And it's Love in at the power forward. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. And it's Butler missing.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Here's Noah. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Noah's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Chicago. Cheeks kicks to Hawkins. Poked away. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Luol Deng is checked in for Butler. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Hersey Hawkins. Ball's knocked loose. And now Love pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And Love throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
The high post shot takes a big high bounce and goes in.
hard to leave any NBA player that wide open from that distance.
Chicago leading by 11. Here's Armstrong. Sinks the three-pointer.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You got to love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
I also like the adjustments that they've made. Each time they're defended a little bit differently, they seem to have the answer for it.
And the 76ers will go for a different look here. The 76ers trail by 14. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Rose against Holiday. Dishes it to Cunningham. Over Rodman, just 4 to shoot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Allen Iverson is checked in for Drew Holiday. Second free throw, no good. Here's Dang. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Tipping for 3. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
And so here is Philadelphia, trailing by 13 to the paint. Cunningham's shot is off.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
Man, what a missed opportunity there. Really just came down to some poor timing.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. It wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that.
And so it's Chicago, riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson. Chicago was looking great right away. Some major league offense and defense in the mix as they raced out to an 11-2 lead. They came on extremely strong as the quarter was winding down, nailing all 6. That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome back to the hustle and bustle of Chicago, a time-lapse view of all the traffic heading toward downtown. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
Chicago leading by 15, so on the floor for Philadelphia. Cunningham is out there with Irving. Then there's Allen Iverson. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's Greer in at the shooting guard. Now here's Iverson. D right on him. Feeds to Cunningham. Good, and it's Iverson who picks up the assist. Cunningham's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the 76ers. Here's Rose. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. 1:25 left here in the third quarter. Knocked away. Here's Greer. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Cunningham. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Yeah, I think the defense made an impact on that play, making the shooter feel a bit uncomfortable on release.
Yep, it counts.
Nice job operating in the mid-range, using his size advantage to rise up and fire over the defender.
And here's the fast break. Here's Pippen. The kick out to Rose. Passes it to Pippen. Over Irving. Pippen missing again. The 76ers trail by 15. Iverson against Rose. And on the way from Irving for three. Sinks the triple. Irving's got himself on the board with three there. Outside Pippen. Over Irving. Again, the miss by Pippen. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 5 points so far.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Here's Rodman, and it's wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, good awareness there to beat the clock. Now they have a break in the action to discuss some other things.
And so it's Chicago, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. All around, it's hard to point to any one area where they haven't had the upper hand in this game. Right back after this break. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. The 76ers trail by 12. Jimmy Butler is out there with Tony Kukoc. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Rose. And it's Grant in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Michael Jordan on the wing. Nice shot from the wing. Jordan's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Bulls. Grant against Iverson. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And the 76ers call time here. They trail by 14. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth. Collins passes to Dawkins. And Dawkins slams it in.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Iguodala dishes to Collins. Back to Iguodala. Hawkins kicks to Cunningham. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The drive by...
Yikes! Wow. Is it getting dark in here? Because if not, it's time to turn the lights out.
It's true. We've officially entered garbage time with some fans starting to hit the exits.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Excellent work by the talented people in our production truck as well. And then slammed in by Jordan.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
That's tipped. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Rose with the ball. Kukoc gets the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 20.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, they're just absolutely getting anything and everything that they want out there. They have not let up.
Some changes for Philadelphia. McGinnis, he's checked in for Cunningham. Holiday comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Cheeks is subbed in for Hawkins. Holiday gets the bucket.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Here's Cheeks. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly